Hello everyone, my name is Tabarnak John. Welcome back to the channel. So, today we're going to be breaking down and cleaning the SVT-40. I had this out in the snow last Saturday, and so I wanted to make sure the internals are alright. Didn't get too wet, but it definitely did get wet. I got snowed on. And I fell over once in the snow, so I want to make sure everything is good internal wise. Now, of course, as you can see, this SVT is no looker, but she's functioning. The other thing I kind of want to do is try at least to dial in the gas system, but I don't know if I'll get that done this video. Because I'm not sure if I remember how to do that. I do have the tools to do that, but I think that entails taking the gas system out around here, which I am not sure I remember how to do. So we'll see. Anyway, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the sling off. This is an original sling. Second thing I'm gonna do is apologize in case I sound a bit sick. I am a bit sick, I guess. I don't know, I don't have a fever, but I have a cough. So, my apologies for those who are sensitive to those things, but this needs to be done. Now, when I got home, made sure to spray it down with a ton of ballistol before any rust could form. I don't see any surface rusting. However, you know, a lot of the times this stuff appears on places that may be integral but aren't very visible. So like I said, I had this out in the snow. Snow got in the brake, which by the way is a 4-port brake. But for some reason it has the optics cuts in it, as you can maybe see. These rails here for optics, so it's a fairly early one. It says on here, can't read the markings, but I think it's 1941. Yeah, it says 1941. There's obviously been a repair in the stock done, but you know, again, she's no museum piece. You know, shellac is, well, the finish, I don't know if it's shellac, but it's all coming off. But the main thing is I want to make sure to maintain this. So anyway, first things first, we're going to make sure it's clear. Make sure it's clear. It's definitely clear. There's nothing inside the chamber. Alright, so with SVTs, you want to be careful. Because, well, the disassembly is kind of a bitch. First thing we're going to do is pull this all the way forward and then kind of lift out. Lift this part out. There we go. There we go. There we go. We gotta make sure to capture it. Usually I don't really like doing it that way because, like I said, this can go flying across the room, but it's being stubborn. All these parts are liable to go flying across the room if you let them go into spring pressure, so don't let that happen. Now, if you're just doing field stripping and cleaning, you can stop here, but I'm going to take the hand guard and other such things off. First thing we got to do to take the cleaning rod is take the cleaning rod out, and that is going to be this push button here. Push that in and the cleaning rod should come out. There we go. There's a button here, push that in. Alright, there we go. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this barrel band off. And we can do that. There's a spring that needs to be depressed that actually holds the barrel band on. So what we're going to do is we're going to depress that. We're going to take the plastic side of our hammer and then push. There we go. It's over the barrel band now, so I can just take my finger off and push. 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 There we go. The spring will snap up, and now we can take the barrel band off. That can come off like that. Because I know that this side is held on. Yeah, there we go. This side is held on with this kind of bent sheet metal tab that fits on or fits under these bent sheet metal how do you call it, I guess retainers. Alright, this slides forward, and there we go. Here is the heart of the SVT system. Short stroke, although short stroke gas piston, though the gas piston is very long. It's short stroke because remember, the gas piston is not attached to the bolt carrier. Yeah, there we go. So there's the piston out. So all you have to do is you pull this back. So there's the piston back here. And here we can see the sight base. This barrel seems to be good. If we inspect the gas piston also seems to be good. This is a fairly complicated gas piston for what it is. Here's the actual rod. Here's the gas piston extension. Here's the return spring. And for some, well, I guess maybe it's ease of manufacture. It's a lot easier to make something like this than it is to make something like this out of one piece of metal. Maybe it's for reliability. I don't know. Here's the entirety of the gas system. Same for the gas regulator here. So similarly to the Swedish, they issued these with these kits. I was lucky enough to get mine with a kit, and in it has most of the tools you'll need to work on this thing and to maintain it. So that's some sort of steel bar, a jag, this punch, and the thing we need, this wrench. So this wrench here, you can see it has the wrench for the gas regulator, and then some more wrench pieces here. So what I think I need to do here is, there we go. There we go. Now that that's out, I believe you need a punch to actually, there we go, it's out now. So here's what I meant about the positional gas regulator here. So you got 1.5, 1.3, 1.2, 1.1, 1.7. So I believe mine was on 1.3. And mine was running kind of poorly on 1.3, being honest with you, because of the cold. But I don't, oops, turn the light off there. I don't really want to overgas this thing because it might beat itself to death. So I'm going to keep it on 1.3. There's the gas. Little regulator there. I'm also going to wipe down the gas port here. you don't have to do very much cleaning around here because, you know, it's going to get dirty anyway. But we want to wipe any of the excess stuff out. See, I think I'm going to have to reinstall the little gas regulator off camera. Like I took it on. Same way I took it off. Because it is, I have to see the hole. So I'm just going to screw it in by hand till I can't anymore. There we go. Take our wrench. Put that back in there. Up, okay. That's just about far as she goes. And there we go. That put pressure on the gas. Little seal here. I do have to adjust it because it looks like it's just off. I don't know if you can see this very well here, but there is a notch on the receiver right about there, or on the gas port there. And there is a matching corresponding notch on each one of these numbers, so I'm going to have to align that. Alright, so what we're going to do is just we're going to visually inspect. Turn off the light first, and then we're just going to visually inspect the port here. The port looks good. There's no rust inside of it. I'm going to do barrel cleaning later after this video. It's not very fun or impressive or anything. I just run a patch down the barrel. Now what we're going to do is we're going to clean the inside of this gas expansion chamber. What we're going to do next is we're going to put this on there, attach the piston extension to the piston rod. Perfect. And then put the rod in its hole. And then we're going to apply pressure rearwards so that I can get the piston back into its, I'm going to keep calling it an expansion chamber or gas system foreskin if you like. There we go. That's the entire gas system. There you go. Alright, so there we go. Keep going. There we go. That's back on properly. I'm going to put the gun aside and pay attention to the bolt carrier group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe the grease off, because that grease is all basically contaminated with dirt and snow and whatever else is in there. He's taking the, actually, you know what, I'll take the firing pin out just for you guys. So the pin comes out like that. It's under spring pressure, so be careful. There it is. Now the firing pin is not tapered, so it can go in any way. However, it is more useful to keep track of which way you take it out and which way you put it in. Now it's important. Well, this one's spring loaded, so it doesn't really matter. But it's important that if you have a firing pin that's not spring loaded, you do not grease it. Because if you grease it and it gets stuck, you basically have yourself a runaway gun. Because the firing pin will protrude, and when it locks up, it'll go off. So I'm just going to clean that off. Throw some ballast all in there. And run the firing pin in through it a couple times. Because I don't have any tools to be able to get down in there. I'm going to take the firing pin. Now there is a cutout in the firing pin. That's where the retainer goes. So you have to make sure that you line the cutout in the firing pin with the retainer here. So this goes in this way. Like I said, it's not tapered or anything, so it can just kind of go in however the way you want. I like to try to keep it the same way oriented every time. So we're just gonna take this and then put that in there. Push that all the way in there. I'm marring up the brass side of my hammer, but whatever. There we go. That's in. And now we have a nice clean bolt. Now the bolt carrier. I'm also going to wipe this down. Get some more ballast all. Put that in there. And wipe that away. Alright, what's up? It's Post John here. I'm gonna save you the next half hour. Basically what happens is I clean out the receiver here and I grease up the bolt carrier group. And then for the next 30 minutes, I try to get the bolt carrier group, recoil spring, and dust cover back on. Now, any SVT owner will tell you this is the most finicky part about the SVT. Otherwise, it's very easy to work on. But the recoil spring is very stiff, and if you let it go under spring pressure, it's liable to fly off into multiple pieces. Now, there is a good way to do this that I found out. If you take the entire recoil spring and bolt carrier group assembly and you put it in, kind of like how it is on screen now, and you take the dust cover and you take something metal, something soft that won't scratch up the receiver, and you use it to push the recoil spring and kind of jam it into the recoil spring retaining notch in the dust cover, then you can kind of get it to work properly. Because what you want to do is you want to get the recoil spring into its recoil spring retaining notch in the dust cover, and then you want to slide the dust cover, which is now under spring pressure, forward until it drops into the rails that the dust cover slides into. Oh, fuck. Oh. Ah. Okay. Christ almighty. Oh. I'm done. It's back together again. Function check. Turn on the safety. Trigger doesn't go. It's cocked. Obviously, it's empty. Pull trigger. Good. it cocks. Good. One more time on camera. There you go. Oh man. The trick is to have to get the spring into the little rear retaining cutouts so that the dust cover can fit over the bolt. Oh my goodness. So, just take the magazine, make sure the bolt hold open works properly. There it works. Press it, let the spring go back. There it closes. So if you ever have the chance to come across these and purchase one for yourself, I suggest it. Yeah, they're very fun guns to shoot. Maintenance isn't that hard, except for when it comes to reassembling the bolt carrier, dust cover, under spring tension. That shit kind of sucks. Yeah, I'll do pan out shot here now, just so that you guys can see the damage. That would be my cue to leave. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. The SVT's back together. I got to clean the barrel and the crud out of the bolt handle, but other than that, hope you enjoyed. Talk to you guys later. Bye.